So this is kind of out of the blue, I should say. We're back on Black Clover. Why? Well, something interesting has happened. Now, as you guys know, Black Clover is going to be shutting down, I believe, on the 28th of this month. And so JP is going to be gone, Global is going to be gone. But the game itself is just going to be completely done and dusted. I mean, it's gone to the point where is it? If I hop into my, I didn't even know this, I just logged in right now for the sake of this specific video, but if I actually hop on into, where's my bag? Is this my bag? Okay, yeah. Where's my, Houston? Where's my stuff? Ah, it's here. They gave out the what the, when did this happen? Hello? For free? So this is a bit of a shocker, but then again, if the game's shutting down, it kind of makes sense that they would give them out for free. So yeah, I was kind of weirded out by that. But anywho, that's not what we're here to talk about. Obviously the game is shutting down, it just didn't perform, and it's not because of the game. I'm not going to say because it's the game, because obviously with what we've got going on here with this Black Clover game, there's a lot of, like, if done right, this could be an absolute hitter, especially with Black Clover making its comeback, new anime and whatnot, right? The hype being there, because I think that's one of the biggest complaints that have been made in terms of, damn, if the anime was still going, maybe this game could still keep up with some form of popularity, even though the game was kind of managed in a poorly manner, which is true. I mean, with games having anime shows running currently, or should I say present when the game is live, it does help out the game. Now, with all that being said, I think what the case was is that I think for Vic Game Studios, they weren't exactly well equipped, because technically speaking, they're low-key new in the space of gacha games, of course. Even though the people that they've got working have some form of experience, I don't know. To me, I'm not too sure what they were trying to accomplish with this game because of how much of a decline this game had. I mean, for the first 2-3 months, it was doing decently well, and then it was just a plummeting game, unfortunately. So wasn't really sure what the end goal was and what they were trying to achieve, but unfortunately it got to the point where the game itself made at certain months 50k, and then that was pretty much it. Now, with all that being said, something crazy has happened. I look at it as a crazy way, because when it comes to finding games and games that I play that are CN exclusive, you know, it's more of the case of, damn, why can't Global get this? Why can't we get this? And in this case, it's a matter of a 180, and this also shows you how much CN is better, in my personal opinion, in terms of developers, etc. Because it's a huge thing to Kaku, because I wasn't really aware of this, but he was making a lot of posts about it to say that, yo, Black Clover's back. What? It's not dead, it's back. There's pre-registrations going on, and long story short, we already kind of knew about this, because there was a Black Clover game that was coming out for CN, and I think a lot of us kind of had the idea that the rights have been bought out by a CN company to bring Black Clover Mobile over to CN, and it is now officially confirmed. So I decided to do my checks, and here it is. So the developers in question is, I'm not too sure who they are, but this is kind of like their history of games that they have, which I don't know none of them. I don't know how well they're doing, but if any of you guys know, then hey ho, maybe it's promising. God knows on how it's going to work, but it's a whole new different developer that is going to be behind Black Clover Mobile for CN exclusive. So while we lose it, CN get it. This is like the complete 180, where, you know, we want something for, well, we want a CN game coming over to globally, but there's no developers for it. CN is just like, what's that? Global's got that? I will take that. It's just like, bro, why can't we win? So it is confirmed that Black Clover Mobile is going to CN. The rights have been bought out by a different developer, so it's going to be a whole new team working on the game. And this is where I will be keeping my eye on the game. Now, I don't know to what extent when the game releases to what will be available. I think it will just be like starting fresh from the beginning for the CN players, of course. And then as time goes on, maybe they'll keep to the routine of the characters that released in the order of how it was here, of course. Again, I don't know what they've got planned in mind. I am sure in saying that the developers will take a good note on what obviously the player base has been saying for the game itself. So that way they can make the right choices, making sure that the game doesn't flop. More importantly, listening, because the one thing which I've noticed is that CN dev teams do listen to the player base. So if there's an issue on hand, if there's something the developers want, obviously they'll cater to it. CN players can provide like stacks of money. You got to keep in mind, Naruto being one of the biggest IPs, you know, CN players are happily dropping 20 mil a goddamn, well, not a single CN player, but on an overall basis, you know, they're getting like 20 mil a month at bare minimum. So, you know, with these IPs, how strong they are, I will say, you know, there is a lot of money to be made. It really comes down to whether or not if the developers can, well, make the right choices, listen to the player base. So this is a bit of a kick in the stomach, I want to say. Because if anything, I would have loved for a new dev team to pick this game up and oh, I need to make a room, goddammit, and it'd still be available globally and whatnot, but just to have a different team to work behind it to see on how they can potentially improve the game. I think that would have been dope to see, but the fact that it's completely getting ripped away and then the CN side is going to get a completely dev team to maybe potentially improve the game, who knows, maybe it becomes even more cancerous, I don't know, but yeah. CN has literally stolen it. It's crazy, it really is. But I know that this game will do pretty well over to CN because obviously, I don't even know where the menu. Oh god damn it! I haven't been on this for a hot minute. But because of course we do, there is PvP in this game, and CN players love their PvP. They love their PvP. Oh, this is in real time, but real time PvP, they absolutely love it. So because there's that, you know, they'll jump head over heels for this game itself. I do think on a CN perspective that this game will flourish, and the only reason I'm really saying that is because again it's a whole different team behind it, and you know, they've got crazy amount of experience. Again, I don't know how well these games have been doing, but to have the Black Clover IP and obviously the anime making its rerun and whatnot, you know, the hype kind of restarting for Black Clover now. There's a lot that they kind of bounce off from, so fair play, smart idea for this team to kind of pick up the game, especially now more than ever. So sucks for it, Game Studios. If they held out just a little bit longer, listened to the player base and just kind of did things right, I think they could have made an easy comeback. That's just my personal opinion. But yeah, the game has been stolen and it's going completely CN exclusive. Oh my goodness gracious me. Now the only thing that I could see happening is the character releases could be something that they choose not to do to what's been done here. Like we could see a character that's brand spanking new. They could go off script, who knows? But if anyone was a fan of Black Clover Mobile, if you want to play it, you can. It's CN.